sorry that it was such a delay. I know I said I was going to go on at 10 o'clock, but my camera stopped working. Everything got disconnected. So, it's warm today, so everything is just not working. So welcome to Wizzy's Designs by Dawn. I'm Dawn. If this is the first time tuning in, say hey, say hello. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I'm in the Pacific Northwest. You can tell me the East Coast, Midwest, all those kind of things. Also, we're going live right now on YouTube and on Instagram. So I'm able to see Instagram's messages come in. I found another monitor that I can see both screens now. So it's pretty amazing. So if you're here, say hello, drop me a hello in the comments. Tell me where you're tuning in from. And we'll go from there. Tonight, the topic is you are one in a million. One in a million. Everyone's heard you're one in a million, but tonight we're going to play on some words of melon. And they're watermelons, and in time for summer and this hot weather today, I thought perfect thing to use would be melons. So welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Again, if you're here, say hey, drop your name in the comments. And let me change really quick. Our keyword tonight is summer. Just like watermelon, we eat it during the summer. So our keyword tonight is summer. When you mention that in the comments, I will send you a link to all the things that we use tonight and how you can get that, and how you can be, if you want to be part of the Perks Club or even the Happy Mail Club, or you can be a designer too. So all those things, you're going to get a link and it will show you what we use tonight and how you can make your own 1 in a million melon type of thing. So tonight we're actually going to be using a serving tray because it's that time of the year where we have people over, or we go to family gatherings or friend gatherings and we're asked to bring something, and sometimes we don't have something decorative. Well, what's really cool is you can make something really quick and you can take it with you wherever you go. So we're going to be using chalk tonight on a serving tray, and it's called a melamine platter, melamine platter, and it is a 13 5/8 by 7 3/8 type of platter. So it's pretty big and it can hold a lot of things. So I'm going to go ahead and open it. Now, I'm not going to seal this tonight because maybe I want to make something else another time. But if you wanted to seal this and have it, I'm trying to figure out where to put my paper here. If you wanted to seal it and make it so it's like food grade safe or something like that, you would just cover it in Mod Podge after your chalk has dried. So if you're over here on Instagram, say hello. And looking at so again, keyword tonight is summer, and we're going to be using our trays. This is a chalk couture tray. It's made from them, and so it's already ready to go and ready to chalk on. And you can also put this in the dishwasher. But again, if you want it to be food, like the chalk to stay there for a long time, you would just cover it in some type of sealant to seal that chalk in. Either way, you can erase it, get it wet, erase it, and do a new thing. Also tonight, this is our transfer we're using tonight. It is 1 in a million, and it is done by Tiffany Dyson. So Tiffany Dyson, I think is how you pronounce her name. She is an actor, but she's also joined arms, I couldn't think of the word, with Chalk Couture, and she's come up with a whole line of artwork to use, and this is one of hers from her collection. And she has a lot of different ones, like things for like ketchup, mayo, mustard. She has a lot of things for our fall line coming out, cute little pumpkins or Halloween things or things like that. It's just so much fun. Let me just write, see here, I'm going to just write the word hi in my thing so everybody could see. And, but yeah, so her name is Tiffany Thiessen, and she is an actor, but she's also an artist. She draws a lot of things, and she's collaborated with Chakature to get a fun, really cool line of art. So, before anything tonight, let's look at some of the things you can do as well. Right now, from July 10th to July 20th, we're having a fundraiser for Texas because we all know what has happened in Texas and how devastating it is and how much hurt and sadness is going around. And so we have teamed up with a company that we already support with Chakatura, and they're called Watts of Love. Watts of Love, they, just like the name says, Watts, they bring light to people who don't have lights. And so right now they're down in Texas helping with the aid of finding people and just all that horrific things that's happening down there, but they're down there being an aid. They're also bringing lights, solar lights, so that people can see if they're stuck somewhere or if they need some extra light or things like that. But they're also being down there so to be a help. So there's a few transfers, as you can see there on the screen. They all have to do with Texas. So one is like United States, like really big. Everyone thinks this is Texas, but really Texas is a smaller part of the states. There is cowboy boots. There's the ones that say don't mess with Texas, don't mess with the women, Humboldt, Texas. So we have a lot of Texan themed transfers. And from July 10th to July 20th, anytime those specific transfers are bought, $2 from every $2 from all the transfers that are bought from those specific transfers will be donated to Watts of Love so that they can help the Texans down in Texas with this devastating disaster. Okay, and so remember tonight, the keyword is summer because that's what we are in. Again, color of the month this month is marigold. It's a beautiful orange color. It is earthy, richy color. It's a great accent color for any of your projects. It's also fun just for like lettering with this color. And it's also a great way to incorporate for the fall, end of summer, fall time. And this here shows you what you can make with that color. You can make this beautiful sunflower design. This here is part of our fall line. And then this here is for June. No, we're not in June anymore. For July, it is our Club Couture member. This is our Happy Mail. And if you're just tuning in, my name is Dawn, and I'm with Wizzy's Designs by Dawn. And we're talking about Texas and how we can support Texas, sending our love to them by buying these certain transfers so we can donate that money to them. Also, we're talking about the color of the month, and it is marigold. And then now we're talking about our Club Couture, or do-it-yourself. Every month you get a Happy Mail delivered to your box, your mailbox, and it comes with a transfer in there, and it comes with coordinating surface that you can use, and it also comes with either ink or it comes with the chalk. So that's exciting. It's $26 a month, and it ships free. So you can have something done in a half hour, and then you have a cute little bag to take you with you to the farmer's market or anywhere else you want to do. So again, if you're just chiming in, say hello. And I know it's 10:30 at night here in the Pacific Northwest, but so sorry. Everything got all crazy with my computer and camera and things like that. So as we go on, let's see what we're going to do. Okay. So here is our 1 in a million transfer. Again, the transfer design was done by Tiffany Dyson, and she's just a really great designer, a really good artist, and it's just so fun. So let's get to my other screen here, so I can pull in my other camera. But tonight we don't have to fuzz our transfer because we are sticking it right onto a surface. Here, I might, let me see if I can get my camera situated here. Hold on just a moment. Okay, trying not to get my computer in here. You can see pretty much. Okay, there we go. Let's do it a little bit more that way. Okay, let me change the angle of my camera here. There, that's better. Okay, so I think tonight maybe I actually might just fuzz it once, just so because it is so brand new. I don't want it to stick to my surface so much that it doesn't come off. So this is the design. Here it is. Ta-da! Super cute, right? It's so really cute. So everywhere that's white, that is the screen. It's a silk screen, and the silk screen then goes onto your project. You then take your paste or your ink and you rub over the top of it, and you're left with a gorgeous design. So I'm going to turn this over to the back, and first I'm going to write, let's see here which way is up. I think I'm going to go this direction with it, and I am going to find my pen somewhere around here. I think it disappeared. It walked away. Let's see. Let's use this one here. And I'm just going to write on the back of your back. And with an arrow up. But I don't like this pen. Sorry. I have to see my armpit for a minute. Okay. Hi, Corey. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome. We are doing a 1 in a million. And putting the word back here on my thing so I know which way it goes. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining. So this is our transfer that we're going to be doing tonight. It's the cutest little watermelons, and I thought perfect for summer. And tonight in my area is so hot, and it's a little muggy. And then it's really hot in my craft room, so it's going to be fun. It's going to dry really quick. So I'm going to take my transfer off of the backing. The reason why we put the word back on this back part here is so that I know that is the back, and because our sticky transfer will not stick to the back of this shiny stuff of the backing. So just make it a little easier for everybody. I'm going to what is called fuzz. Probably just one time tonight with my guy. A little cute little watermelons here. And this is a microfiber. You can use your clothes if you don't have a little towel. You can do a lot of, just putting enough fuzz on there so your project doesn't uptake anything else. This is what we're going to be doing tonight. We're using a platter. This is one of the platters of chocolateurs, and it's just a cute little serving tray. I'm trying to figure out, should we just lay it down like this? Oops, see how sticky it is? Maybe I need to do it one more time. I think we're just going to try it. Okay. The cool thing about these transfers is you can use the whole thing. Maybe I'll just do it like this. I just fold it in there. You can use the whole thing at once, or you can, oops, I don't want any bubbles. Or you can just do a little bit at a time. Still got some bubbles in there. So if I just wanted to use this big part of the melon, all I would do is just put that in the middle. Or if I just wanted, a little bit of sides or things like that, I could do that. I think tonight I'm just going to write it up on the side here. And, oh, it's super sticky. Oof, see how sticky that is? Oh my goodness. Okay, I think I need to fuzz this one more time because I don't want to pull the transfer and make it stretchy out. So this is the first time I've done a platter tonight or ever. So bear with me as I'm learning and sharing with you on how to do it too. So let's just fuzz this little thing. Better safe than sorry. But let me get my cursor over here to my screen here while we're trying to do this. So all these things here. But I hope everyone's day has been great and you've been able to stay cool. Okay, let me see if that doesn't, maybe one more time. It was super sticky and I don't, like sometimes if it's too sticky, it pulls the screen, the silk screen. And so this is what the silk screen looks like. You can see all the way through it, but we don't want to pull it because it's so delicate. So I think the better safe than sorry is what I'm saying. Okay, let's take off all this. Oh, my hair just jumped up on there. That's cool. Let's see. Let's move it this way. I think now you can see it. Okay. Sorry, my computer is sort of in the way, but we all get the way out of this. So I'm taking my transfer and let's try this again. I think I'm just going to take it and just lightly press this down here in the middle and then press it so it rides up the side. This little green is going to ride off the edge. No big deal. So now I'm just pressing out all the bubbles. We don't want bubbles in your screen because then it won't be correct. It will bubbleize and then you will be so sad that you've spent so much time trying to get your stuff right that it just bubbles and then it just goes from there. Not so much, it doesn't matter so much of the teal part, but you want the white part to be very well down. So this little guy is taking a little bit of time here. It's trying to, okay, I think, okay, oops. Okay, I don't think he's down there in the corner. Let's see. The nice thing is about this is say I wanted to change it into something else. I could just get the chalk wet after I do this and then re-chalk over it to something else. So, okay, I know there's a little bubble right there, but oh goodness. Okay, let's see how everyone's doing in YouTube land here. Okay, I'm just gonna, okay, we are down. We look like we're good here. Oh, there's a bubble there. You can fill it with your finger if you push out. This is, I think, sometimes the more difficult part is just getting your transfer where you want it to without bubbles. Anybody have any summer plans for the summer? Mine involves a little bit of t-ball for our son and then just enjoying, I think, just being home and going and doing a lot of other things at the same time. I feel like July is so busy for us, but that's okay. The only little ones, right? Okay, so I think, I don't know. Man, this is just giving me some fits tonight. So I think I'm changing my plans here. I'm going to just pull this straight up like so. And I think we're just going to, I'm just going to maybe, I don't know now. I'm all confused with what we're going to do here. I feel like it needs to be stickified more. Sorry, this is taking a little bit longer than I anticipated. But I don't want it to pull my transfer when I, okay, stick. Fuzzy. Fuzz. Maybe one more time. Super sticky. But, oh, my nose itches. Okay, that feels a little better. Let's see if we can do even better now. I think over here I'm going to just add some watermelons. I almost said strawberries, but watermelons coming down right here and coming up over here. But again, let's go like this. So dainty. Pushing out the air bubbles as I bend it up. Oh my goodness, I think we got it, guys. Oh wait, I spoke too early. Okay, here we go. This is like a nightmare at times. Oh well. Okay. I keep having to tell myself it doesn't have to be perfect, but I don't listen to myself often. So, getting out the air bubbles here. Okay, I think we got liftoff. I think we're gonna make. Oh, man alive! Come on. Here we go. Okay. Push it out. Push out all of the air bubbles. Oh yes, we got it. We have it. Okay, air bubble. There's the air bubble. Oh no, no more air bubbles. Okay, now that we have everything laid down here, I'm going to put this aside for a moment. I'm going to take out my red chalk. Oh, it's been warm in my room, so like my product is like hard to open. And this is called Cherry. As you can see, it's very, very pretty, and it's really, really like cheery. And it's called Cherry Red. And I'm going to just mix it up. So that means I'm going to scrape the sides. I'm going to make it go swoosh, 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 so that we can get it all mixed up. Sometimes your paste or ink might be a little dry when you first open up your tub of deliciousness here. So when that happens, you just add a little bit of distilled water in there, and it livens it up like it's supposed to be. Look at that. It's beautiful. Look at that beautiful red. So I think that's like a perfect watermelon color. It's a little harder to see in the light here. I'm going to rinse off my finger here. I got a little bit of red on my finger. Okay. So we're using two colors tonight. We're going to be using Cherry Red, and we're using this beautiful green that is called Pesto for the rim. So I think it's because it's so warm in here. I'm going to try to do this as quick as I can on the pasting of it, because it's going to dry really quick because it's so warm. So we're going to do the same thing that we did over. Just type in something really quick. So I'm just going to mix up my pesto. And the sides are a little dry, but I'm just adding them into my green here. And I think because it's so warm, my paste is just like not feeling it. I see, you can see here, it's really green. You want it the consistency of like yogurt or sour cream. You know how you mix all of it up and you get your perfect consistency. That's sort of what you want. Again, if it's not pliable or is it a little bit too dry, again, you would just add a little bit of spritz of distilled water, because if you use regular water in your paste, you're going to end up with moldy paste. So make sure it's distilled water, not regular tap water. Just a little hint. Mix this up again on the red. Okay, so with this project, I'm going to be using our mini squeegee. When you do this, you're going to do 2 fingers on the name, 1 finger behind, and you squeegee with the name facing up because it has an angle. I might even use just our regular size squeegee right here. But most likely I'll just do the mini and I'll just do it quickly. I'm also probably going to be using our multi-purpose tool, which it looks like this. It's sort of skinny here on the end and skinny on the end, but like I can get the end of the underneath the cap or underneath the jar with this side. So I can just squeegee it really quick like this and get those small areas of the transfer. So here we go. Let's do it. Okay, so our watermelon, you're 1 in a melon. Please work with me. So I'm going to just plop on color and see how it goes from there. Because if we thin it out too fast, it's going to dry really quick and I won't have time to push it up. So maybe I'll just do, I know I'm going to do, I think I'm just going to do 1 melon at a time. So we're going to push the melon color out. Okay. Now, sometimes these colors will stain the transfer itself, but have no fear. Actually, I'm going to have enough to do this side too. Have no fear. Things come off and it's okay. Trying to get this all in the white spots here. Whoops. Got it on the end of the watermelon there. So I don't want to be on my... Okay, so let's take the excess off here. Oh well, sometimes there's red in a rind, right? Okay, and I'm going to put this back in the jar. Just put the excess back in the jar. I'm going to scrape it as well as I can. Put this over here. We're going to get some green. We're just going to go for it. Green right now. So tonight I might have to do the peel and reveal because it's so warm in here and it's going to go like, it's going to dry super fast. So just going to go here. And we're just going to go over here, get some of the green here, get some green here. It's very simple. When your room is not so hot, you can take a little bit more time, but paste dries really quickly. So you sort of just go for it. And again, I said, if you get the green and the red and the red and the green, it's a watermelon. It's okay. Like I just got green in my watermelon. Oh well. You don't have to be perfect. You just get in the color where you need it. And okay. Yep, this is where the multi-tool is going to come in really handy right here because I can get into these small spots really quick. But I also don't want it to dry on the silk screen. So Trying to go a little quicker. Okay, got some of that picked up. Okay, I'm going to peel this up so it doesn't stick on. Turn it this way so I can do it. You just pull straight up. Straight up, and then I'm going to lay it right back down. But I didn't want the... Okay, hopefully I can lay it right back down. Oh, man. Oh, man. Well, that didn't work the way I wanted it to. That's okay. No big deal. We all got this. No big deal. No big deal. We got this. Okay, come on. Work with me. Work with me. Okay, I'm just going to line that up really quick so that red is there so we can be done with the red. Like I said, you don't have to be perfect to do this. It's okay if you mess up. So here we go with the red again. I'm just going on, putting it on there. You can see it drying really fast on my... Okay, here we go. Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oops. Again. I'm trying to go really quick, so sorry guys. This may not be the most beautiful piece of watermelon you ever see, but we all got the... Whoops. Got a little red in my... Goodness. Super. This is great. We're doing awesome. See, anybody can do this. It doesn't take rocket science. It's been fun. I enjoy arts and crafts. Do you arts and crafts? What's your favorite thing to craft? Do you like paint? Do you like... Oh man, this is getting me all over here. Okay. Let's dry my hands off here. Oh man. Let's see here. We're going to take some of this red here. We're just gonna slap it on here. I've lost my train of thought. It's drying so fast. Okay, there we go. Got some extra off. Let's not have it dry so fast. When to take care of your transfers, the best thing about these transfers is you can use them, and the company says that you can use them 10 to 12 times. You know, you wash them with water, but really, if you take good care of them, you can use them probably a lot more than that. Sorry, I'm getting red all over me. Just washing my hands off really quick here. Oh, goodness. My water was cold and it's getting warm. How it is in my house, it's so warm. But oh well. Okay. Okay, let's see if we can lift. I'm afraid to lift this up because I'm afraid it's not going to stay. Okay. Guess what? I'm just going to do some green really quick here. Push this around. Get this all situated really fast. There might be some green in my watermelon, but that's okay. So when you do your transfers and you are washing them, you don't need to use soap. You can just use water, and comes off. Sometimes it does stain. The color will stain behind, and that's okay. You can use a board eraser. We have them, and it just helps erase off the color off of your transfer. But the most important thing is just to get the transfer color off of your screen, printing screen here. Oh goodness. This is a mess. Sorry, everybody. But okay, now I'm going in for the red. This is challenging on a board like this because it's not flat and it's curved. So oh well, this is how it goes. So with chalk couture, there's like 3 ways you can shop and just enjoy getting a transfer, getting your craft on, and doing things like that. Or you could be part of the Happy Mail group where you get Happy Mail every month delivered to you, and that's $26 a month, and you get fun things. You get everything you need to create the project. So you'll get the surface to work on. This is going to be crazy, guys. You get the surface to work on. You'll get the ink or the chalk to work on. Oh, goodness. And it delivers free to your house every month. So Happy Mail, it's so fun. Okay, guys, I have tried to go quick on this, but let's just peel and reveal. I'm a little scared about what it's going to look like, but let's just see. You know, it's not bad. Not bad. Hold on. Ooh. Okay. Look at that, guys. It's beautiful. I'm putting this in our water. I have water right over here, and I'm just going to let it get some soakage going on here. I'm just moving my fingers around the transfer to release the paste that was on there. You know, it's not bad. Not bad for first time doing a watermelon on a platter. Do I love it? No. Will it surpass? Yes. Can I change it if I wanted to? Yes. So, like, say I didn't like this and I was like, nope, this is just not working for me. I can erase it, put it under water, erase it because it's not sealed, and then I can change it again. I don't know. I'm trying to think how I would do it different. But you know what? It's okay. It's my first time doing a platter, and I think it turned out pretty cute. It's cute no matter what. I can always go through and add with chalk. We have chalk markers that you can go through and add like polka dots or something like that or maybe like a gingham background or something like that. I don't know. But, you know, I tried it, and it's cool. It's great. I think it would be cute to do something just, like, in the center. Like, one thing in the center or something like that. And, you know, but, hey, we tried it, and it's okay. It's not my favorite right now. I tend to be, like, I like it to look really awesome. And when it's a little messed up, I just, I don't know. I probably can go through with like a Q-tip and clean up the edges. Sorry, I'm still washing this transfer off in my bucket here. It's hard to see when my water is all red. But you can see, like, actually you can't see because I don't have the thing right there, but let me move my bucket over a little bit and you can see what I'm doing. But this is, it turned out okay. I have to learn not to beat myself up over it because things are just not going to be perfect all the time. But we did it. We conquered a platter, and that's all that matters. And I can clean up the edges, and it will be just fine. Nobody would ever know that I was not happy with how it turned out. Or maybe it just wasn't the way I envisioned. Or, you know, things like that. So I'm closing up my pastes so that they don't completely dry on me. Here is our our melon platter that we did. One in a melon. It's super cute. I'm just going to clean up some of the edges. And I might even go around it with like some black chalk markers and just outline it. And then that would take care of some things too. But let me put this to the side here so I can get my stay. Don't fall. Okay. So I get my transfer out of the water here. And you can see my water is just red. But you can see right here as well that there is still there's still ink paste left on my thing. No big deal. You just go in and you just keep washing it. If you had a sink nearby, it's easier than inside of a little tiny bucket that I can't see. But that's all I have, and that's all I'm going to use. And so we'll just continue with this. As I clean this, again, I said when you're cleaning it, you're just using water. If you see that your stuff just isn't coming off your screen, you can take what we have is called a board eraser, and you just stick it in the water and you clean the front side with it. You just scrape it around the top. You don't have to press too hard. You want to be very gentle with your things. I'm just going to take it up like this, and I'm going to, and it just helps erase all the chalk. So you do the front and the back side. But I was talking earlier about how you can get these. If you mention the word, let's see, where am I at? Where is my thing? If you mention tonight the word summer in the comments, I will get to you and give you the link for all the things that we use tonight and how you can do it. If you might find that you find it doing it differently than the way I did it, or you might just do one watermelon, or you might do a slew of watermelons. So it's fun. It's a really fun thing, and it's just a great way to relax and enjoy the little simple things of creating. And everybody creates different, and that's okay. We're all different, and that's how God made us. And so it's an awesome thing. I'm trying to get all this red out of my silk screen here. You could hear it. And let's see here. So you can be a Perks member. And just like it says, a perks, there's lots of perks with it. First off, you get 30% off anything you buy anytime. Next, you get $20 designer dollars every month for you to spend on product. Well, how cool is that? I would love that. So you get 30% off, and you get the awesome $20 back from Chalk Couture to spend on product. But then you get to be part of a community who loves to craft. It's super cool. And, oh man, come on. If I was in my bathroom and in the sink, I could see this so much better. So that is awesome. Also, if you wanted to be a designer, that's what I'm called, a designer. It just means you like to craft. And you can get to be a designer for $20. And you get, instead of 30% off, you get 40% off of your product every month, or whenever you order. Actually, whenever you order, you get 40% off as a designer. Then you too get $20 designer dollars every month as a thank you, and that you get to spend on more product. Or, you can spend it on a gift for somebody and get the product for them, or whatever you want to do with that. designer $20, but it's to get you a product, and we have sales all the time. Right now we're doing sales for a tariff sale. We have all kinds of things. Again, those Texas transfers, every $2 of that when purchased goes towards Lots of Love to help the people in Texas. And then also you get, as a designer, you get a one-time bonus of 15% off. But the best part is they're all stackable. So you say you got 40% off something, but you wanted to spend your $20 designer dollars on something, you can use that at the same time. Or you wanted to spend your 15% off the one time in your first 60 days, you can add it on that same order. So, that's pretty cool. There's a lot of people that don't do stackable bonuses. So I think that's pretty cool. Okay. So for $20, you can join. You don't have, and that just gives you like, hey, you've joined, way to go. Or you can buy a kit for $125, and that gets you everything you need in there. I think there's a little bit more here in this circle. And this more chalk here and here. Let's see how this looks. But it's super cool. Oh, so now I've just turned I think my screen is turned over. So now I'm just going on the back side. And you're thinking, man, this takes a lot of time to clean. Well, again, if you had a sink that you could see what you're doing, it's probably much easier. But I'm just using my little tub. And it takes a little bit longer because I can't see what I'm doing. But it's awesome. So I would love for you to be like, come be a shopper, be a club member, and all those things, because once you start, it's so much fun. You're not going to want to stop. There's a little bit more right there. Okay. We're getting there. Again, I'll probably go with this in the sink and get it really clean. But as you can see, it's pretty much all clean. Once you've cleaned your transfer, you're going to take a baby wipe and wipe the front and the back of it, and then lay it sticky side up. You might ask, how do I know which side is sticky? Well, if it's the side with the writing on it of the bottom that tells you what kind of transfer it is, that is not the sticky side. So, but you'll also be able to feel it once you're done cleaning everything. You can feel the stickiness of it. And so let's see here. Let's look. It looks pretty clean. Pretty clear. So there's might be a couple more spots, but for the most part, it looks like it's all gotten erased away. And so you just do front and back. You just be gentle with it because it can rip. Just be careful. And let's give it one more wish-a-do. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're going to just let it sit here for a moment. And, okay. So this is the front side here. And as you can see, the green got a little stained. The red got a little stained. But the screen itself is it's all clean. So that's when you know that you've got it all out. I'm just going to lay this here on this little thing here for a second. And I'm going to put my water down here on the ground so I can clean up this area really quick. And so again, how you take care of your transfers is you don't have to use soap on them. And just rinse with water till it's clear and everything is out of the transfer. Again, you can use these transfers more than one time. Cool. Okay, let's clean up this area here. But I appreciate you guys tuning in tonight. Thank you for coming into this late live. And again, the word is summer, and also it's just a fun thing to do, a fun way to create and have and just enjoy your time creating. So this is what we made tonight. Let me see if I can. Yeah, I will probably touch things up before I post all the way, but here it is. Here's the one in a million. Again, keyword summer. You'll get all the links for tonight, and I hope you have a wonderful evening and enjoy the rest of the night. We'll see you tomorrow for a little bit more crafting. See you later. Bye-bye.